Sachs comes down, and there's a little bit of contact there from Chad Little. He goes down and bam, hard in that inside wall.
So those roof flaps come up when he got to going backwards. And he keeps it down to that car.
Dale Jarrett, watch him in the Hardee's car on the outside of the track. He was bumped.
Yes, he was. Bill Elliott got into him as he came off at turn 4 and knocked him into the wall and spun the car around.
He slides down to the inside of the track, then the car slides back up the banking, and there's the contact with Mark Martin.
Yeah, I think Dale Jarrett would have been okay had Mark not hit him, but Mark had made his commitment going into the turn, and Jarrett was just up there in the wrong place, and bam.
His car, but he's still out there running. Here is a replay of what happened.
It looked like Trickle was already in a spin. Hillen came by and clipped him as he was in the spin. Trickle backs into the outside wall once again. Already a lot of damage to the front end. And heading down into the grass area.
And I'll tell you what, guys, as we look toward the north, there is rain just off of turn number 3 and turn number 4. At least that's the way it looks to me. You can see that...
Goes in the corner. And the car just all of a sudden went sideways. I don't know if there was some contact with the 16 car or not.
Shred, and the car goes out of control. You're at 210 miles an hour. You can see the right rear going. You see the debris there on the left-hand side of your screen. Earnhardt avoids Bobby. The car goes backwards. The aerodynamics get underneath the car, and Allison gets up into the fence. The aerodynamics lifted the car. They're not built to go backwards. Right underneath Harold Kinder. Harold, he stayed in there. Boy, I'll tell you, talk about a trooper. Kinder is right there. He's got the yellow flag out right away. That is a veteran, confident flagman. Here comes the rest of the field down. They've decelerated to maybe 180 miles an hour, but all the debris, there's Petty, there's Kawicki spinning. There's just nowhere for many of these drivers to go because there's so much of what was left over from the initial impact on the front stretch, and there was just nowhere to go.
And tires began to explode, too, as they ran over debris caused by the Allison crash. Well, it's very rare that you see that catch fencing do its job, but it...
And watch top of the screen. There goes Chad Little. Yep, he got hit from behind by Bodine right on the right rear corner, and that turned him right into the wall. There's Schrader in the white car. Dale Jarrett is turned around. Irvin's turned around. They were both hit from behind. Yeah. Schrader really hit the inside wall. There's Pearson. And the hole closes right up. Is that Sterling Marlin? There goes the 41 car. Looked like it was Marlin that got into the back of Schrader and Jarrett. Trickle is in it. Richard Petty. Musgrave snuck past again. That's 2 for today. There's Joe Ruttman against the inside wall. Brian Ross is in.
Ooh, late speed.
Well, I tell you, he just got on that outside out there. Might have got into a problem, I don't know, but he just outside, and then it broke loose on him, went up the track.
Check, that's Bobby Labonte underneath him, not late speed. And Dick Trickle, Brett Bodine getting past.
Look at everybody head for the bottom. They're going to try to get just as low as they can. Hope he stays up there.
Duck and cover.
Yep.
I don't know who it was. Looked like your local car, whoever's in it.
Now we're watching it. We're watching it on the replay right now, and it was indeed Ed Pym that got sideways right in front of Cale Yarborough. Cale with no place to go, making contact with the wall, and you can see the visibility that will...
Here we go. Here's the in-car camera. Up loose in the top of the track, trying to hold it back. The natural thing to do is steer to the right, try to correct the car. The car got a real big bite back in. There's the second lick from Hillen, and that was a real strong jolt to the left side.
We couldn't keep this up. It was just too tight.
You can't run nose to tail that long and not have problems. You could see it coming. They just didn't know who was going to do it first.
And watch Mark gets the end of Morgan Shepherd also to boot.
The primo spot for problems, and it happened before he got into turn. Well, it was in turn 1.
Yeah,
it was down the bottom, and away it went.
It's like Phil Parsons said earlier.
From Blake Speed's car. Oh!
Is that Ted Musgrave in the 55 car?
Yep, they touched. That's looked like
Bobby Gordon.
You can see Ernie turning here, and then Robbie Gordon going to be coming up on the outside of him. That turns, Robbie's turning down. We don't see him. And you're seeing John Andretti's going to be coming into the picture. And this is where John catches him, and Robbie Gordon's up ahead of him. And he used the car that we said was Rick Mass. Well, it was not. It was Robbie Gordon that hit the inside wall. So there's 3 cars involved.
Listen. see if he got any help in this spin.
Coming off the second corner, and Davey Allison runs up and touches him in the back, and around he goes in the inside guardrails. Pretty hard contact.
Sure is. He damaged.
But up in turn number 2 is where the accident occurs.
Jeremy gets the car a little bit sideways. He corrects and comes back and hits the wall head on. And there we'll see Mark Martin go by. Watch as Mark and the 75 car go by. They slow. Now both those cars were able to go by. Now Jeremy Mayfield is going down the straightaway, and all of a sudden, for some reason, the car goes back across the racetrack right in front of Michael and the 44 car.
This is what happened to car number 29, the 4-time winner of this classic.
The back end just goes out from under him, whether he has a tire going down, Ken, or the air caused the car to just loop around.
And remember that same kind of thing happened to him the other day down here in turns 1 and 2.
You know, this is the 3rd time for Yarborough. A few years ago, he was the one who climbed up on the air and turned over for no apparent reason. He's really had difficult luck here at Daytona in recent seasons.
See Bickle just in front there. You see the smoke coming out of his car as he heads straight up towards the wall. Looks like he may have gotten in his own oil or something.
For on the number 29, still seeking to win this for the first time. Now watch this as Bodine collides with the wall. Other drivers trying to miss him lock up the brakes, and there they go, sliding up into the concrete. Cale backward and 2 others with him.
Carried by late speed, Phillips 66 in car camera.
There we see the contact. Just a little bit of the windshield pops out, but those braces are holding that windshield, a major part of the windshield in.
In his own oil, and he gathers up Cale Yarborough, has a flash fire, goes across, narrowly missing one car, slamming into the wall, but gathering up Benny Parsons. Kulwicki then careens off of the wall, slams into 2 more cars, gathering them up in a tremendous chain reaction accident.
Let's go down the corner. He's going to go up and hit the wall, into the wall, as the cars behind him start slowing down and checking up because of the caution flag. Then when the crash really starts.
That's Andretti up against the wall, Craven to his inside, and Steve Grissom behind. Still advantage unless the pace car goes very slow.
There's the incident, and you see Jarrett was in it, Parsons was in it. Dale able to drive off and come around.
Jimmy Spencer came off right here. There he is.
Ooh. Looks like he got loose.
Like
Schrader
might have just. You really can't
Look
tell.
again.
I'd rather say nothing than guess wrong, but it looked like Schrader might have got in the left rear corner. There's the trouble.
Yeah, Cam did a good job of missing on that deal.
Boy, he hit the inside wall hard on the left front there.
Almost the same play that we saw.
Here's Bill Elling. Oh, and we have a problem with Rick Wilson. Wilson has made contact with the wall.
Harry Pearson, I believe, is involved. Here's other cars.
Harry Gant is among those whose Dale Jarrett is also. Gant has a sliding race car, and Richard Petty is also going to be involved in this incident as he tries to get the STP Pontiac headed in the right direction. There is Jarrett with a little bit of body damage on that race car.
What happened to Jeremy Mayfield was just the end of it as he gets a big piece of the wall in car number 98. Takes the front and rear end.
Yeah, you know, the 95 had a flat tire.
Leading the back straightaway. Ernie Irvin out of Modesto, California, hits. He's into Elliott. They're sliding, trying to correct. Picked them up. Into the wall goes Sterling Marlin. And the leaders are all in trouble here. Richard Petty's car getting hit. A serious crash in the back straightaway. Petty is in it. Darrell Waltrip is involved.
Dale Earnhardt is involved. This is what happens when you get all the cars running close together again.
And look at number 2.
What happened as the race was already over. The checkered had already flown. you see Andretti, you see Robbie Gordon. And when we left you, we thought that Andretti was maybe
on there when they get sideways from the proof positive blimp.
Yeah.
And there is the contact between Labonte and Wallace.
You see Purvis going into the wall.
It's Wally Dallenbach and Harry Gant.
Ooh, and here comes Trickle into these guys head on.
Dale Jarrett spun and hit somebody down on the inside there.
Jarrett has been in the pits, and
that is to remind him.
Well, it is 4,800 with the.
Oh no, he's
Derek Cope and
Earnhardt
got together.
Rusty.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that synchronized spinning.
Spin and go for Rusty.
Boy.
And Cope in the fence, second time.
Bradbury, Bodine.
Martin inside of Fickle.
You see right there, Mark gets sideways and clips him as he tries to regain control. Look at Dale Jarrett take advantage of that, going down on the flat part.
Another view.
Looking from turn 3 back towards turn 2.
And you can see visibility's down. You cannot see a thing when you go through with all the tire smoke and the car spinning round and round. How would you know where to go?
Look at Bill Elliott back there. You saw the golden arches. He just woed it on down.
Experience will do that for you. Picked the right lane, went down low, and just took it easy and managed to get through there. With
Sachs right there, getting into the corner.
Coming under Jeff Bodine, and they make contact. And Greg turned it back the other way and slammed straight into the wall.
Let's ride along with Bill Elliott through that one. Saxon Boy.